Pree Dis is brought to you in partnership with Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo Sauce, the Everything Sauce, Swiss Barbecue Jerk Sauce, and the True Pet Food, Simply Better Pet Food.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pree Dis Show. You don't know I'm your host Naldo Addi, and this week we're in Spanish Town. You don't know when you come on to the latest in entertainment and lifestyle, Pree Dis is the place to be. So without further ado, I could kick off the show now. Forward. So Jordan, what was your immediate reactions when you found out that you placed in the top 20 of the Miss Universe pageant?
I think it's awesome because there's video. I was like, what? That was my first thing, like, no way. And just like, thank you. And then I thanked the judges. I was just so grateful. And then you saw the Jamaican flag lit up on the stage of Miss Universe.
Yeah.
That was awesome, an incredible feeling.
Well, let's hear some more about her journey in this exclusive interview.
Jamaica!
We're now joined for this extra special interview with Dr. Jordanne Lauren Levy, Miss Universe Jamaica 2023. Jordan, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you, Mr. Adams. Thank you. I'm so excited to be back home. It's a great feeling to be back with my friends and my family. I saw my best friend last night. I was at the UE 75th anniversary gala, which was a special event. I had a little token of appreciation, so that felt awesome. It's great to be welcomed back by my country, by my family, and I feel proud of the hard work that I put in.
Where did you discover your love for pageants and competing?
Yes, so we were speaking previously. I went to Hillel Academy since I was 4 years old, and I worked extremely hard as a young child. I was a very hard worker and a little bit of a fashionista. I always loved fashion. I was into ballet since 4 as well. So performing arts was something that was a part of me. I was very creative as a child, and I went on to garner a scholarship for the high school, and I wanted more.
Jamaica!
So I was able to get a scholarship to St. Andrew's School, a boarding school in Florida, and I was close to my family there. So I did my first pageant, I think I was 15, around that age, and I loved it. I actually won that pageant. That was Miss Riviera Beach Teen USA, and that was gonna fast track me into Miss Florida Teen USA.
Yeah.
However, I wasn't an American citizen at that time. I was getting my papers, and so I wasn't able to go into the pageant, but it was an amazing experience. And growing up, my mother let me have a great affiliation with pageantry, and knowing that it was something that builds you up.
And your mom as well, of course, as she competed.
Yes, my mother was in Miss Jamaica Universe 1986, I believe is the year, and she was second runner-up.
Nice.
So I saw pictures of her and really wanted to be like her. I admired her so much, her strength and her beauty and her poise.
Jamaica! Jamaica says she was not the fan favorite at her national competition, but Jordanne didn't let that slow her down. Given that she's now made the top 20, I'd say fan favorite or not, she is a force to be reckoned with.
When did you discover your interest in medicine, and were there any other alternatives for you?
I initially wanted to do business. I was always helping and giving advice, and I also loved biology at that stage. And I put the two together, and I realized that medicine was more the avenue that I wanted to go to, not necessarily business. We could pair the two together and make a business growing up, but I was fascinated with helping other people.
How would you describe your overall experience competing in the Miss Universe finals in El Salvador?
That was an amazing experience. I'm still reliving it. They were so organizing, letting us explore El Salvador, but also get the rehearsals done to be ready for stage. We had dress rehearsals, hair and makeup every day to get accustomed to the feel of what it felt like to be on a very big, widely watched TV production. At the end of the day, it was a TV produced show. And so we had to be in that tip-top form. And I just hugely congratulate the Miss Universe organization for bringing all these amazing women together. I got to meet so many incredible girls with incredible stories and experience El Salvador. I'll never forget it. I'm wearing my El Salvador necklace that they gave each delegate.
Very nice.
So I'll be going back. I had an amazing time.
Having placed top 20
Yes.
out of 84 ladies, how does it feel to have achieved that?
It was awesome. I definitely know my interview played a great role in that. My interview was very good. I felt like it was a conversation with the two panels of judges, and I made sure to be laughing in that room and showing them the real Jordanne, not the stuff-faced scripted Jordanne, but showing them why I thought I would be a great candidate for Miss Universe. The training that we got in Jamaica gave me enough confidence to go out on stage and say, I'm just gonna own it and do what I practice.
How do you plan to spend the rest of your reign as Miss Universe Jamaica 2023? What projects do you plan on taking on?
So I'm continuing my Be Beautiful campaign. That's my passion project. It's something that I've wanted to do since being a medical student. And giving back in that way to empower other women through education and building their self-confidence, giving them the tools to set their life straight. That's the absolute best legacy I think I would leave as Miss Universe Jamaica. And the various projects having to do with empowering women as well as keeping them in school, those are projects that I will be aligned with and will be supporting fully. Then I absolutely would love to specialize in dermatology, and opening an aesthetic medical spa is my goal, as well as continuing my Be Beautiful campaign to ensure that women are protected and empowered in Jamaica.
So there you have it, guys, our nice extra special interview with Dr. Jordanne Lauren Levy, Miss Universe Jamaica 2023. Until next time, I'm your host, Naldo Addi. Peace out. Our Black Lemon, boy, I'm here to tell you, sister. But anyways, it's time for the first break this week. Go and go check out the commercials them while I wait for blocks.
Enter the Lifespan Dash and Win Metaverse competition and win weekly prizes and the grand prize of $1 million. Buy Lifespan Spring Water at your nearest retailer now for your chance to win big.
Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
So we're currently in front of the National Police College of Jamaica, and it's time for our Up Next segment. This week we have featured Dilly Don. He's from the community of Swallowfield, and he also attended high school with dancehall artist Jahshii. Let's hear some more about his journey.
Up Next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge.
I always say my son, you are for your own. I never listen to learn hard when I'm up on my own. People.
Dilly Don, how you came by that name? What inspired that name?
Oh, Dilly Don. Dilly Don is a yard name I pick up from a small. So before that, I only name everybody call me. So I just work with it and just Dilly everybody call me on my yard. So I just put that on the end. You see. And from this, so I just Dilly Don my name.
How did you get into music? How did it all begin for you?
Gain my exposure from music from a tender age, from high school. From me at 17. I used to go Excels at high school, Jahshii them and all them different artists there. Yeah. So we didn't know say what we want to do really is music. So we just focus from that. In regards to put everything in the music. Is it? So even though book work was important too, we subject them to apartheid, but main career choice was music and to become an artist.
Me see no friend there in my eyesight. Yeah, me still a bleed. People say me not hard, but me still a feel. Girl, keep your faith, love that me no need.
Who was the very first producer that you worked with?
The first producer I ever worked with was Andrew Blacks. Him really see my potential from small.
As an established producer like Andrew Blacks, what kind of advice has he given to you?
Alright, he just tell me to stay focused, always in our studio, like every day. Even though we have different things, the music come first. You see, so we just keep focused on the music.
How has the journey been for you?
It's been rough still because we come from, we never really have a whole heap of people I look up to. You see, the only person I have to look up to was my mother. You see, because I was 5 away and she still hold on the 5 away, you see it, and just look out for and push out our best and half away.
So them know them out a pretend that's why me a pray. I cry, money I dry.
How supportive is your family of your choice to pursue music?
My family believe me now because my mother paid for my first music video.
What does Dilly Don bring to the table musically?
Musically, Dilly Don brings something different, something scrape up, something entertainment. You see, we know nowadays music is different. Alright, my latest single, One More One, produced by Deem State, Black State Studio. Well, I hope to achieve more in our music industry because, as you can see, we keep on putting non-stop work, but it takes time.
Yeah, me still a bleed. People say me nah hard, but me still a feel. Girl, keep your faith, love that me no need. So them love you, but I pretend that's why me a pray.
So we have a throwback Mixmasters segment for you guys this week. Last year, Milk caught up with DJ Romziinova, who is now working at Zip 103 FM. Let's hear more about his musical journey.
Mixmasters is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge of things anytime, anywhere.
Who's next on the DJ train? Come in, Romzi, and drive them insane. Let's jump right into it today. How did you find music, or did music find you?
A little bit of both. I feel like a lot of DJs in themselves, or musicians or artists, find themselves in the church. So I was always a church goer, sing on choir, DJ in church kind of vibe. Went to the whole 9 yards of what a youth in church would do and stuff like that. So music kind of found me, but at the same time, I always had a passion and respect for it, that is. So I didn't take it for granted when I was doing it. If I'm performing, if I'm creating a content or anything, I respected it enough to know that I have to take it extremely serious because other persons out there are listening. I went to Jamaica College. I did 7 years doing business subjects, of course, because I'm a numbers person. So it worked well with me transitioning from tertiary to secondary to tertiary.
Where's your 9 to 5 you say you work?
I work at the Bank of Jamaica as a data and financial analyst. I've been there since 2015.
Walking bank, Nova Scotia, second full of money and a ring full of phobia. When you road coaster, half smoker, any and weed, me not sober, me day in a mood.
In essence, I feel like this was kind of destined for me a certain way because I'm a very persistent and humble, and you know, I just at the end game I'm looking at making money, but at the same time providing experience as a DJ. My end goal as a DJ is to provide an experience for a person that listening to me. I don't want you to just come and hear the same songs that you hear at parties and stuff like that. I want to ensure that when I'm playing, you're having an experience. You can leave and say, okay, Romziinova did that and stuff like that.
It's now time for our second break this week, but don't go anywhere. More Pree Dis show right after this.
A Ari, what bitter means to me? It means respect. Yeah. Fran, you a top man. Respect the bitter with the real top brand. So when them say bitter, that just mean life I get better. Respect the bitter. Be 18 years old, the drink responsibly. Ray and Never, feel we culture. Yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep, feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor rear rum, a celebration time.
I feel we culture. Make we show ya Jamaican culture.
Ray and Nephew overproof from what just a do it to the culture.
The people in South Florida say Chef Tally's world famous jerky is #1 for them. Why is it so delicious? Let's find out more in this week's Pon the Fyah segment. In the meantime, me I go buy a pound of fish in the fishing village right now.
Pon the Fyah is brought to you by JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo sauce, the everything sauce, and Swiss barbecue jerk sauce, better because it's Swiss.
I'm the #1 food truck in South Florida because I got a food truck, but it doesn't look like a food truck. It looks like a food truck, but it's not really a food truck because we have a warehouses, like 2 warehouses, where we do all our prepping. We make our own seasoning, our own sauce, and all that stuff, and we do a lot of work. The food truck is just the front, but behind the food truck, we produce a lot of food. So we run through 3 pallets a week in chicken, just for the 3 days. We do about 1,000 pork, jerk pork, and ribs, probably about 2,000 in ribs. And then we do fish, lobster when it's in season. We also do catering. So from wedding, funerals, whatever the case is and whatever you want, if we can do it, we make it happen.
What other menu items do you offer to your customers?
We do like mac and cheese, rice and peas, steamed veggie, jerk chicken, the pork, the ribs. If you want like brown stew chicken, curry goat, you want soup, whatever you want, as long as you're willing to pay, we will do it. I've been doing this business since 1999.
What keeps you going? What gives you the drive to continue doing what you do?
Can't sit down. Can't sit down. I started this business when my wife was pregnant with my daughter, so I do the catering for the baby shower, and everybody fall in love with the food, and they say, hey, you gotta sell this. I take 20 pounds, I go on the side of the street, and I start selling chicken. And from the 20 to 100, then it's go all the way up. You can't stop. They just keep going.
Where did you start your business? Where did you start all of this?
As I said, in the backyard, and then we move up.
What do you enjoy most about cooking for people? People coming to you and you're providing a service that nourishes their body, goes inside them, you're feeding a nation. How do you feel about that?
When people eat my food, I'm happy. You know, I got this thing. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something with my all. You know, I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna make it the best I can make it. I've been cooking since I was 8. My mom said, hey, go put on the rice pot. And she was doing something. And I went and do everything what she told me. And from that, I was in the kitchen. So I love cooking. It's a passion to me.
The True Pet Expo was recently held and our boy Aiden Alexander was on the ground to bring you the highlights. It's now time for your True Tip of the Week, brought to you by True Pet Food.
We're here at the True Pet Food Expo and we caught up with vets, owners and all pet lovers alike Check out the highlights. So do small breed dogs differ from large breeds in terms of what they need for puppy wellness?
The small breed puppies tend to grow and mature much faster than the large breed or giant breeds. So the small breed dog, they can eat a regular puppy chow, whereas a large breed dog, because they're growing slower, they might not need as much nutrition as a small breed dog, and you can get some, bone growth issues if you push the nutrition too much. So you really have to work with your veterinarian in terms of what is the best type of food to feed your giant or large breed dog. Also, large or giant breed dogs, you should not push too much rigorous exercise because it can be really hard on the joints when the joints are still growing and the bones. So you don't want to be taking your large or giant breed dog out for long jogs or teaching it to play frisbee where it's jumping up in the air and really jarring down on the hips. But a small breed dog, no problem.
In terms of puppy wellness for all dogs, what are some of the most important aspects you think are worth noting?
Okay, some of the most important aspects is their diet, because you want them to develop properly, right? So you want to make sure you're feeding them an appropriate puppy diet, specifically formulated for puppies, all right? You want to keep them isolated from socializing until they're fully vaccinated, but once they're fully vaccinated, you really want to make sure they get the full amount of socialization so that they develop into a well-rounded dog, right? You want to make sure they're getting the proper exercise so that they can, the body can develop properly. It also helps with their mental stimulation as well. You want to make sure that you do training, all right? So you want your dog to bond with you and to listen and respect you. And you want to make sure that they're in an appropriate environment, so they're not getting stressed, right? So they're free from fear or pain. You don't want to put them in an environment with other animals that are stressing them or fighting with them. So you have to make sure that you really group them properly. You don't want them to be around children that are abusing them. So you have to really look out for the animal and the overall environment to make sure that it is appropriate for that animal. The space that they're in is safe. If it's in a yard, the yard is well fenced off so that the animal is not going to be roaming, all right? And that there's nothing that's dangerous like chemicals, like pesticides, herbicides out in the yard that can cause poisoning, rat bait that can cause poison. So you have to really look at the environment to make sure that it's safe for the animal.
The True Tip of the Week was brought to you by True Pet Food. After this break, we have Fyah Culture, Why Pree, and the Magnum Top 10 chart. Keep it locked, we'll soon forward.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
It's JF Mills Flour and Mixes for your pastries, pancakes, festivals, Johnny cakes, and many cakes. Your wraps, pizzas, rotis, spinners, and dumpling and fritters. Using our wide variety of flour to include counter, cake and pastry, all-purpose, whole wheat, and baking. Pick them up today. All from JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen. Distributed by Caramel.
Everybody get your taste buds ready.
Swiss ketchup pours better, tastes better, flavors better. Swiss ketchup makes your food and sauces yummy, yum, yum. Swiss ketchup, loved by kids and adults. Swiss ketchup, a delicious and favorite for all occasions. Ketchup is better because it's Swiss.
Better because it's Swiss.
So fun fact for you guys. Did you know that Jose Marti Technical High School was actually named after a Cuban poet? Sticking with history, we take you back to 2005 when Busy Signal scored his breakthrough hit with Step Out. Let's hear the backstory behind this song in this week's Fyah Culture segment.
Fyah Culture is powered by Ray White Overproof Rum. Fyah Culture.
Going after me, step out in a me, black, and a me, chew, bam, shot, a lot, bang, span, bad, man, no take back, chat, and.
You know, the first draft of that song was recorded at Priory Priory of Hope Road right there. Yeah, man, in a little closet over one of my bridging yard, and then we bring it up to Renaissance Studio for Factor to record it professionally.
Keep a bicycle, me don't drive. Jack, 58, 9 shot, 3 star, 9. Sam, DNA testing at the signs.
In somewhat, yeah, I would say 6 over here, so half dozen over here, so. You know what I mean? Because at the time I'm doing it, I'm producing that song myself, and I didn't even understand the business. I didn't know what to do, how to go about it, you know? So I link up Bounty Killer, I link up Jahshii T, I link up Dilly Don, we ask for guidance on what to do in terms of putting this song to the street. I never had no money. It was a surprise because I said, I don't even know how to act. I don't even know how much money to charge for a dub plate. Step out, unknown. But I don't know who. I don't know the song does so fast. People not even did get to know who sing the song. I remember, you know, the front of the Gleaner back then and IFM when they said the fastest rising artist in dancehall. You know what I mean? So it's like enough stuff happened because of that song, the breakthrough song.
After me, step out in a me, black, and a me, chew bang, shot, a lot, bang, span, bad man, no take back, chat, and.
My whole life changed. Billboard, the shows, dub plate. Sometimes I do dub plate till I have to rest. I have to put off and tell some of the man them in the line, say, you know, maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I just have to take some rest. You know what I mean? I do a whole heap of dub plate. Sometimes Mataran, you know what I mean? Tyson and Mataran are super hype. Them have to help me count up little money them time there because it's so much. It's a whole heap of doors open. Shows, we start the show, we start know what it is. Then we start, and early out in my career, I started to rehearse with band.
After me, step out in a me, black, and a me, chew bang, shot, a lot, bang, span, bad.
If you're a Jamaican living overseas, how have you carried on the Jamaican culture abroad? Well, members of the diaspora in South Florida shared their stories in this week's Why Pree Vox Pop segment. Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
We bring it same way, man, same way. As you say, jerk thing, same way, the food. So, you understand?
I wear my Jamaican shirt, as you can see, and I speak Jamaican. I work Jamaican, and I like to do everything Jamaican.
Well, I speak the way I speak in Jamaica for one thing, so most times people recognize me because I don't sound like an American, number one. And whenever there is an event and we can wear the colors, we wear the colors. Yeah, and we're always saying things about Jamaica, so, you know, yeah.
You know what's most importantly for me? My language. Growing up back home, being trained in media, by the likes of Leonie Forbes, Alma Mackey, and Fyah Linton, diction and pronunciation was a big thing back home. Here in America, I embrace the dialect, I embrace the patois, I embrace the language. So I find that one of the biggest thing for me is I bring the language with me because I look like another African American, but when I speak, immediately I'm differentiated. It's my unique point of differentiation. So the language is what I bring from home, and of course the food.
Every chance you get, you have to represent your culture, the food, the music, you know, the attire, everything. You have to live it and feel it. You can't take Jamaican other people. We're born Jamaican, we die Jamaican, you can't take it, no matter where you go. Jamaican people take over anywhere we go. Any country you go, you find like a Jamaican part. Because we're strong like that and we not give it up.
Yeah, man, I live up to my Jamaican thing, man. Act like a Jamaican, dress like a Jamaican, dress code, respect, loving. You know, Jamaican loving and care people, you know? Yeah, work hard.
Keep going to Jamaica. Yeah, I keep my culture by just visiting Jamaica all the time, every year.
Don't forget to follow us and let us know what you think on all our social media platforms at Pree Dis Show on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. Tune in next week for more Why Pree. Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter. So what was on the #1 spot this week? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's check out the Magnum Top 10 chart. Magnum, take charge.
state to myself, when I do it like Nike.
Catch your foot in the air. Papa, pizza, pillar. Like it, did it, Dora. It, did it, Dora.
And go we do it again, another showdown. And the vehicle on the brakes, I wanna
This is just the return. You live violent when tables stand.
Me want you fi hunch it. Do your back like a
hey girl, you can't style me, mama. When I check it,
Limelight. Been there, done that.
Some brush it off. Stay far from beer and enough salt.
And that is how we say goodbye to Spain Town. You don't know I'm your host Naldo Addi, signing out of this week's episode of Pree Dis Show. Peace.
Pree Dis was brought to you in partnership with Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fyah Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, Swiss Mambo Sauce, the everything sauce, Swiss Barbecue Jerk Sauce, and the True Pet Food, Simply Better Pet Food.